We're getting new insight into the rash of homicides in Inkster.
You may recall the town of just 25,000 people recently had 4 homicides in the span of a week. Sean Lay, live with more on this. You've been talking with experts there, sharing their concerns, Sean.
Truly, we came back to Inkster. We were there 3 times over the past 4 homicides there recently. Spoke to an expert today who's seen it all in law enforcement. And when I told him there was 4 homicides in Inkster that has 25,000 residents or so, he says he was absolutely shocked. Take a look.
But this is ridiculous. 4 in, what, a couple weeks?
And there's 25,000 people live there.
If we get 4 in Detroit, and we used to get 4 in 4 days.
Steve Dolan has spent a lifetime in law enforcement. He is an expert on policing, crime reduction, and community relations during his time as assistant chief at the Detroit Police Department. 4 homicides in a week would be a tragic and alarming number for a city Detroit's size of just 600,000 people. Inkster has 25,000 residents. 1 homicide is too many, but 4 in just a matter of days here.
I was blown away by that. I was surprised you had that many in such a short amount of time. Highland Park is roughly the same size as Inkster, and they haven't had that much problem.
Local 4 cameras were there for the start of this alarming spike in violence in Inkster. July 25th, neighbors were horrified when a man was shot dead in the middle of Shadow Lawn. We also watched police flood the area hours later, taking 1 man into custody. The very next day, the body of a man is found in this Inkster field where kids play here on Princeton. Days later, a double homicide on Michigan Avenue, a man and a woman gunned down. Dolan says Inkster needs more police officers, just like so many understaffed departments, to go along with the community crime fighting programs in place. And if these killings have an element of domestic violence, meaning the parties know one another, that is very difficult to stop.
You can't stop domestic. You can't. What happens in a house, in the car, you can't. Unfortunately, too many men can't handle divorce.
All right, back here live. Been speaking with Inkster's mayor and police chief there on this. They were alarmed just like anyone else there in the city of Inkster. We've seen more stepped up patrols. There may be an element to domestic violence in some of these cases. They do not appear to be related in any way. Important to point out, Devin and Kimberly, that we've seen now a tick up and then a tick down in recent days since that explosion of violence a few days ago. Back to you.
Which is at least headed in the right direction. All right, Sean.